Hi guys, welcome back to another video on the Olivia Gold channel. I hope you've enjoyed my video so far. If you haven't, please go and subscribe. Today I'm doing a different video, so I'm not doing fashion, I'm not talking about marketing, but I'll give you a quick life update anyway. I'll be doing my makeup because I need to do my makeup to do content, so I might as well speak to you while I do that at the same time. I actually tried to video this once and it was terrible, so yeah. We're gonna try it again and let's hope. Tasha's in the back. Wave, Tasha. Look, you'll see her. We're here catching up. She's just got back from Ghana, so I'm gonna do some content. So yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup. I tried this in the other day, and it just, when I did my eyeshadow like I was in school. It was horrible. I was like, yeah, I give up. But I thought I might as well show you guys how I do my makeup. I do it roughly the same for if I'm going out. Yeah, I just kind of keep it to this, which I'll take you through. So I'm starting off with Bobbi Brown, which is the base cream primer and obviously all-in-one moisturizer. And I had my makeup done last week because I had a trial one for my wedding. And when I spoke to the makeup artist, she was like, you need to make sure your face is hydrated. She was like, just wear loads of face masks like the day before the wedding and all your bridesmaids and things like that, just because it just makes your makeup last longer. So just a tip, make sure your skin is hydrated before you apply your makeup. Your face mask the night before, your face needs to be juicy, so it won't be oily. It will literally just be hydrated where you have that shine. And I know this Bobbi Brown all-in-one primer and moisturizer is great for that, so I've just applied that. I'm also actually going to put on the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Obviously I'll use it at the end, but I love to use it at the beginning as well because it just also just sets everything, I believe. Whether it's true or not, it's neither here or there. I like it. I start with my eyes. I used to not be that girl. I used to start with my face, and then I realized, yeah, my makeup wasn't sitting how it's supposed to sit. I don't really have thick eyebrows, as you can see. They're there, but they're not like prominent. So this is probably the things that takes me the longest to do, because obviously I need to get my shape right for it to like sit really good in my face. Usually would use a eyebrow brush setting thing, but I don't have that, so we're just gonna skip that and get to shaping them. And I use the darker one to just firstly line the shape of my eyebrows, and then I also use it to like shade in the end, and then I use the lighter one more that's close to the center. It doesn't look too prominent and just looks a bit more natural. So that's what I do. I'm just gonna finish doing it and then I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see, I've done the outer, which is a bit darker, and I'm just gonna use the medium brown and just go in at more towards the center. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I believe so. It just looks a bit more natural, especially for someone that has to like put a bit more effort in creating eyebrows, because mine are not so prominent. They're not that dark. I get it from my dad's side. He's like not really hairy. And that is me, to be quite honest. So I don't have like prominent eyebrows. As you can see, my eyelashes, look, they're like barely there. So I'm gonna put on eyelashes. So I look a bit, but just bear with me, it's gonna make sense soon. I'm gonna do the highlighter to shape my eyebrows and make it look a bit more realistic. Usually I would set my eyebrows, as I mentioned, but I've run out. I use two. I use NARS in a dark chocolate, which is a soft matte concealer, and I use it on the top, and then on the bottom I use the NARS creamy concealer, which is in a medium dark walnut. So I'm gonna use that and shape my eyebrows. So yes, I have my highlighter that I use just to shape my eyes, and I also have it on my eyelid because it will work as a nice base when I'm doing my eyeshadow. And I just bake that all in. I never used to do this. I used to be so scared about using too much highlighter because I don't want to look like a crazy person, but it actually is okay. So move it forward. Oh, much better. You can see it's actually shaping much better. I might just use my light brown. my last video? My last video was the Paris one. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We had a great time in Paris, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
It was so fun. Definitely would like to do Paris again. But this year there's so much going on already. It's just like, I don't even know how I'm going to fit all the things I want to do versus all the things I have to do as well. Okay, so eyebrows are done. Just gonna show you, they look still a bit quite harsh, and I've just highlighted below and underneath. Gonna go in with my eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm not a pro makeup artist. I kind of do what works for me, so my eyeshadows always kind of ends up being quite basic, but it does look nice when it's all put together. So I guess I'm gonna play with Huda Beauty, the caramel brown palette, and then also Morphe, the natural like territory like palettes. If you see, they've got really nice pigments I think would complement each other. So this one's got like the burnt orangey vibes, which as you can see I use, and then the Morphe palette's got really natural tones, which I think is really nice, especially for dark skin tones. I think these two complement really nice, especially when you do like a whole like natural beat soft glam vibe. That one over here. And I'm just going to use it to go all over my eyeshadow and just work as a base. And I'm just going to go over like that and do the same for the other side. I remember like when I first got into makeup, I really wanted to be good at doing eyeshadow, but I just realised that's not my bag and I'm okay with it. So I just do what I think works for me. I try to use two colors, so I always do like that light and then I'll go in with like a darker one. So I could either do that one, or sometimes if I'm going out I might add in an orange in between those two colors, because I think like that will complement, and then I could do like a shimmer as well. But just because this is a bit of a day makeup look, I don't know, I could spice it up. Let's see what I can do. And I'll just do that on the outside. Don't follow me on Instagram, check me out. But planning a wedding, so I kind of got back into just doing like life admin, sorting out that stuff, getting settled into like the new year, and also settling into work. So I have started a new role in a new company, which is quite exciting for me. At the end of last year, I'll probably do a video on it in my next marketing video, but just to quickly share with you guys, like I finished a role last year, so I had some time off, so I was able to go to Paris and just kind of do my own thing and tap out for a bit and rest. So we thank the Lord for that. Now I'm back into working and I've started a new role. I'm actually using the Morphe palette now in the territory, and I'm using the shimmer colors there because they're just quite subtle. And I'm just gonna do it towards my inner eye, but not a lot, I don't think. And I mix them because it's all the same sort of palette, so it can bring whatever tone. My eyebrows still look harsh in the video, but I guess once my makeup is beat, it all makes sense. But yeah, I really like this. Yeah, that actually works quite well. I'm gonna quickly go over with that dark colour again in the Huda and just bake it a bit more at the edge so it's a bit more prominent. That's what eyeshadow. I feel like I've done that quick for someone that's not really that great at doing eyeshadow, and it always looks the same. But yeah, I like this. It's that kind of natural brown into burnt orange, and then a deep, I don't know what colour you call that. So that's my eyebrows. And my eyeshadow. Just gonna quickly go in with a liner. I'm using Fenty Beauty. Shout out to our girl Rihanna. And this is in it's like a dark grey. So I actually use that because it still comes out and looks quite prominent, but just not as harsh as like obviously jet black. But this just adds a little bit of a depth to the eye, but not too smoky, if you know what I mean. Ow, did I poke myself? Okay, cool. So that's that done. Foundation that I use, that I just swear by, it does what it needs to do, is Fenty Beauty, and I'm shade 430. I like it because it's really in between matte and dewy. It's a nice velvet, I think they describe it to be. And it just sits on my face really well. I think when I've done my makeup and I've gotten like compliments, it's always when I'm wearing Fenty and I'm just like, oh, it's just Fenty, it's just Fenty. I have used others. I do like Lancome. Love their foundation. It's a dewy, more of a dewy foundation, so that's really nice, and you can still wear it like for all day or obviously a night out. I love NARS, that's really nice. I do find it quite heavy, so I wear that like on a night out. If I want to be like extra and just proper like beat my face and look like a black Barbie doll, I wear NARS, but then majority of the time I actually do wear Fenty. I want to try other foundations. Tasha, what foundation do you use?
I use the Dior Forever foundation. I love that one.
My sister says the exact same thing.
Like, honestly, once I use that one, I haven't
You
gone
can't
back.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not interested in any other foundation.
Why? Is it a dewy or matte finish though?
So they've got a matte finish version. They've got a one which is like kind of soft matte slash dewy.
Yeah.
I use the matte version just because I prefer matte makeup in general. But
Yeah,
I
you do.
find that as the day goes on and it kind of like really becomes one with your
Skin anyway.
It's not a dry matte.
Okay,
sometimes
fine.
when you wear matte foundation, it can look a bit dusty.
Yeah.
This one is not.
Okay.
This isn't dusty. I think it gives you the perfect finish.
Okay.
Which isn't entirely matte, but it goes well with your skin. And there's no makeup transfer like when I used to use MAC and other things.
Really?
Makeup on my hands, makeup everywhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's makeup on my hands.
Yeah, whereas with this one, it's not like that at all. I used to use Bobbi Brown actually. You're using the Bobbi Brown foundation, right?
No, I've never used Bobbi Brown, but I've heard good things. I was buying NARS. That's when everyone's like, oh, try Bobbi Brown, but I just didn't in the end, so it ended up just being this.
NARS is good as well, but
yeah, NARS.
Yeah, my ultimate favourite, never change, is the Dior Forever foundation.
And then you just use the Chanel powder with it as well.
Yeah, I use the Chanel powder with it.
Have you ever tried Fenty?
Do you know what? I haven't tried it. I have products from Fenty, so I've got I use the matchsticks from Fenty.
Oh yeah, of course.
The lip gloss, and I've got, you know, the body glitter.
Yeah, the body glam.
The body glow. That's what I use from Fenty, but I've not actually tried the foundation. I think I prefer full coverage, and I don't think it's full coverage enough.
Really?
I did use a test, but there was a really good shade match for me, obviously.
Yeah.
In Fenty.
Yeah, so it's like a soft matte, but it doesn't feel matte. It's just, they always say it's like a velvet. I really enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie, I really do.
I'd probably say that's probably the better description for the Dior Forever foundation.
Soft
it's more
matte.
of a soft matte, velvety kind of finish.
Okay. Yeah, no, I do enjoy
That's
it.
why I was like, it's not a dusty one.
Dusty one, yeah. No, 100%. I do have Armani one, but I bought it after holiday, so it's too dark for me now. But like, I've only used it on the rare occasion post holiday, but
yeah,
I've heard good things about it.
I mean, I think I need to get holiday makeup right now.
Oh, has your it doesn't look like it.
Oh, because I went in with the
bronzer. Bronzer, yeah. So yeah, I'm just using the powder over my foundation, and I'm using MAC Mineralize. I think MAC, the lipsticks and like the mineralized powders, actually, to be fair, the blushes as well, regardless of where I go, I just end up just always buying it. It's just the safety one just to have in your makeup bag, because you know it's just gonna work. And when I was getting my makeup done by the makeup artist last weekend, I was just asking her questions, and I was like, oh, so what's your favorite brand? Just talking, and she was just like, I don't mind, to be honest. She was just like, my question is to people, she was like, if you lost your makeup and had to buy everything again, where would you run to? And I just said NARS and MAC, and then she was like, well then, yeah, she was like, that's how I would like say in terms of like favorite brands to use. Just now I'm doing highlighter on my face. I'm using NARS. She used to use a lighter one, but they ran out and I got this shade and it just does the same. So I really like it bright underneath here, because it just brings attention to the center of your face and draws everything in. So I do it here and then out of there, and then when I powder it, you will see. And then I just do my nose, the cleft of my lip, and then I always just do here as well. So I don't know what it does. I saw it in a YouTube video, so I just did it. There's no science behind that. And then for my concealer, I start with the Fenty Matchstick in Espresso and just do it here. But then later you'll see me go in with the Morphe powder as well, just to like powder and make it a bit more natural. I'm just gonna wet this and then bake my face, and you'll see what it looks like. So I'm just gonna bake everything in. May look crazy, but it's all gonna come together shortly. And obviously I'm using Beauty Blender. What else? Yeah, so life's just been like, I feel like the beginning of the year's been busy, good and quiet at the same time. I don't know if that makes any sense to anyone. So obviously with Fashion Week Paris was super busy and fun for us. Then obviously just kind of came back to London, settled back in. And then before I started like my new job, I kind of just wanted to like get as much wedding admin done as possible. So I was kind of like doing that. Not fun stuff, just looking at costs and invoices. Is my battery gonna die? That is very sad. We're gonna charge it and we're gonna keep this going. Hold on 1 second. So charging my phone, charging the battery, sorry, so it doesn't die on us while we do the makeup. Just finished baking in the highlighter. And then just gonna use a brush just to blend the contour in. I love the Fenty matchstick, as you can see. It's so prominent, but then when it bakes it just feels a bit effortless. But I always kind of double down on it with this Morphe palette that I'll show you, and it just makes it better. And it's easier to do makeup when you have braids because your hair's just out of your face. We don't have to deal with like the headband of like a wig. So let's get some definition in my face. Just gonna go over it. The Morphe, and this is in shade, it's called Leader. So it's the face and body bronzer. Oh, I didn't know it's face and body, so I could like bronze like my neck and stuff. With makeup, I just kind of use it for what I need it for. I don't really see how I can use it for other things. And when I also had my makeup trial last week, she was also telling me that you could obviously use this as an eyeshadow, because I was like, oh, I have this. And she's like, yeah, I use it as an eyeshadow, it's like the best. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, I've gone in with that. So that's done. And then now I'm just gonna bake my highlighter, and then whilst that's baking I can do like my eye wing, eyelashes, all of that good stuff quickly. So there's kind of two things that I use. So I use Collection, which is super cheap, which is in the UK. I don't know if it's in like the US, I know it's in Europe, and it's the pressed powder. So I got this trick from watching Makai's YouTube videos. And it's pressed powder. It was $1.99 and now it's like $2.49, so that's got to do with inflation and the cost of living, because how's it gone up by that much? And it's in shade it's translucent 3, so you can literally, it's just a set and finish makeup matte finish powder, and I just use that first, and then I bake the areas that I use the highlighter in. So do under my eye, bridge of my nose. But yeah, I haven't really contoured my nose. I'll do that. I just do above my lip as well, and that area, and of course my cheeks to add that definition. Then also what I do is then I go in with the Hourglass translucent set and powder, and it's called Veal. I really love this powder. You could like watch when I put it on, like, so you can see this is like yellowy, which is really nice because obviously it complements like the highlight, especially for my skin tone. And then I go on with this, which is a bit more whitey, and it's got like a shimmer in it. It's really nice. I don't know. And then I just do it under my eye, nowhere else. And I just bake that. And when I blend it, well, I'll do it on my nose just cause. But then when I blend it, it's just gonna be a bit more prominent. So I'm just gonna look a bit crazy for now. Now I'm just gonna quickly do my wing eyeliner. I'm just gonna do a subtle one, not a dramatic one. And I am using this, which I believe is Rimmel. I'll double check. Yes, I'm one of those people that still needs to pull their eye to do their wing liner. I don't think that's ever gonna change. And I'm okay with that. So I'm just gonna do the other side. I tried to do this. Oh, it was so bad. Like, I couldn't even do eyeshadow properly. So the fact that this has come together is an accomplishment of the day. I'm just going to quickly put my eyelashes on off camera because I look crazy trying to do it. I get it wrong, but I'll come back and I'll tell you where I got these from if I can remember. 1 second. So now I have my lashes on. They were actually really easy to apply this time. I didn't want to do it on camera and then I get it wrong because I ain't got time for that. I would scrap this video. But luckily it's okay. I'm wearing these. They're quite subtle, but as you can see, they're a bit more defined now on my eyes. Giving a bit of a cat eye. These are on Amazon. So Tasha recommended these really nice eyelashes, but they didn't come on time for Paris, so I just got these as just like, let me just like get something, because I couldn't find any when I was at home. Randomly I just YOLO'd it. I just tried and just to see if it would be nice, and it is. Now I'm just gonna bake a highlighter in and powder up my face a bit. Yeah, I love the mix of the collection and the Hourglass under my eye. It just is just so nice. I'm just gonna quickly define my nose. I always kind of do this later, and I'm still using the Morphe palette. Sometimes I would go in with the Fenty matchstick, but sometimes I use this. It just depends what's near me at the time, because they both do just an amazing job. There we go. Now blusher. So I use MAC, a variety, but in the terms of this makeup bag that I'm doing my makeup today, I have MAC, and this is like the perfect pink, and I've used it for so long it's like completely scratched. So I don't even know. Oh no, it's like rose something. It's rosé. That's it. This blusher is the best from MAC anyway, so I use that. And I tend to like my blusher quite high up. When I was doing my bridal makeup tutorial last week, she did my blusher quite low down here and I didn't like it. So I gave her feedback. I was like, please, can you just keep my blusher quite high up here? I think it just works really well with my like cheekbones and helps to like define the shape of my face. So that's what I prefer. I don't know if anyone likes to do their makeup differently, because she was telling me, oh, like most brides like their blush more in their face. And I was like, no, I like mine away from my face. So that's like what I was telling her, and that's just how I prefer my blusher. Seems like I'm putting on a lot. It's just quite, maybe it's the pigmentation, but I just do it till I feel comfortable. Like, can you see that now? It's just that subtle light Barbie but blush, like not harsh Barbie, like light, and I just really like that. And then I'm just going to highlight, and I'm using YSL contour highlighter. It's beautiful. I love it. I've had it for quite a while and it just does what it needs to do. So I'm just doing that just on the top of my cheekbones there, and then my nose. Sometimes I'll just use my finger and then put it in my tear duct. Now I'm like going quite glammy for something that was supposed to be like, I'm just gonna do my makeup, but I guess this is my casual soft glam, I would say. I guess like if I was going out, I'll probably be a bit more heavy on the eyeshadow and the contour and all of that good stuff, but I think this is gonna do for now. As you can see, it's starting to like come together. So I'm just gonna do my lips, and my lips is a concoction of, I actually use the Fenty Stick Espresso Matchstick, and I use it to overline my lips. And I got this trick from watching Yvonne Victoria's videos, and honestly, when I did it and realised how buff my lips look after, I was like, okay, well, I'm not stopping. I'm never changing. So I just overline with the matchstick. I just love that this is so, you can use it for so many things. It's so handy. So I just do it like that. I've probably gone over it a bit too many times, but I'm doing it really light so it kind of goes to the depth that I want it. Overline, can you see the difference? You should be able to. And then I also have MAC Chestnut lip pencil. I heard the other day that this was like sold out because it went viral on TikTok because of the Hailey Bieber trend. But us black girls has been using this since the beginning of time, okay? Sometimes I won't always go over it. I would just use the matchstick, but because it's here, I'm doing it. And I just go in it on the lips to create that nice smooth transition for when I put on my lipstick. I would also use, but I don't have it, Fenty's the chocolate gloss, and I would overline it with that. So then the overline is glossed as well, and it's like, oh, it's so lush. Then I'm just gonna use, I've got a lot of MAC. I've realized I'm clearly a MAC girl, even though I use other stuff, but just some things just MAC does that I really like, clearly. So I've got Powder Kiss, which is a nude. And then I have here Yash. Yash is really soft, like nude. I'll do the Powder Kiss. I think it adds a bit of like colour. Let's do that. There you go. I like that. That's really soft. Then I go over it with Fenty Beauty's Glass Bomb in Fussy. I don't know, however you say it, that's what it is. I just go over it with that. It's got a nice pink tint, which I like. And sometimes if I just want to like perfect the lip, I might just go over it. I am a bit of an overliner. I just really like what it does to a lip. It's just, I don't know, gives you that natural power. Oops, I just was a bit too excessive. That's fine. Yeah, very shiny. Yeah, just double check everything. Then I'm just gonna use my face brush and blend everything in. Sorry, blend. And this is like, yeah, this is my makeup. This is what I do. Sometimes I'll just go over it with a bronzer once and for all, just to make sure everything sits well and kind of blends together. And I didn't realise the benefit of just this finishing blend, because then when you literally go out, like everything is truly blended in together. And it gives that more of that ultimate soft glam beat. Then what I do, which is my personal thing, I use my eyeliner and I like to create a beauty spot. I have a natural one here, so it's just to put it back. I wouldn't get a permanent beauty spot like added on because I have one, but it's just really faint. And then just to set it all, I used the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And that's it. And that is my makeup. So have I given you much of a life update? I think in my next video I'll do like a update, especially from a marketing perspective, just talking about career and shopping and changing and that. I didn't want to talk about it yet till I kind of fully went through the experience and come out on the other side and things are starting to make sense. They've been like my next chapter, but I am now, thank God, and I'm really excited about that. I'll get into that in the next video, but I thought I'd just do a get ready with me, talk you through my makeup, what I do. This is quite a standard soft glam. It's not too excessive. Definition, soft, neutral, with a bit of shimmer here and there. And that's it. Now get dressed, get ready, and do some fashion content, and I will catch you in my next video. So make sure you like, subscribe, attach all the links of everything that I used, and we'll talk in the next video. So bye guys.